Good morning, sir.
Thank you for seeing me, Judge.
Of course.
Coming before you, I don't really know what I'm doing. I just know that I came before you, and I was from out of state. You tried to help me, and I was kind of telling you that it was going to be dismissed anyway. I was here 9 days. They shipped me to Arkansas for 30 minutes. It was all done, set to be dismissed on the 9th. However, the police that stopped me had my car towed and put a card in my property, and so my car was sitting there the whole time. And so I had to find my way back to Houston since I've been having Uber back and forth to try to, and I couldn't get my car. It was 540, now it's 1400. They said, look, you got 4 days, sir, and we're gonna auction off your car. But then they said, if the judge you went before, if he gives you an order, we will release your car, zero balance. Again, Judge,
I can't give you an order to give you your car back. That would be me, in essence, ordering a company that does business to lose money to give you your car back because you don't want to pay to get the car back.
I don't want them to lose money. The thing is, my car was towed erroneously. I was at home. That's why I want to show you the police report. I was at home.
To file a complaint with the police, internal affairs. If you're telling me that something was done illegally, immorally, or whatnot, you need to file paperwork with that appropriate agency. But I cannot order a private company to return something to you. I don't have that kind of jurisdiction.
What do they mean you get a judge's order and we release it?
Maybe a civil judge's order. I'm a criminal court judge. The only time I can ever order any kind of property returned would be if it's confiscated by the state and they're holding it. So let's say you get arrested, you get pulled over, and you have a gun on you, right? They take your gun and they put it in the HPD property room, right? In that respect, under certain circumstances, I may be able to order them to return it because it's in the care, custody, and control of the state via HPD. Here, your car was towed by a private company and they're holding it, and it sucks. I get it that the bill has ballooned as much as it has. If you ever have a problem, you can always file a complaint with the bail bond, not the bail bond board, but there is a actual board for, there's a towing board too, isn't there?
I'm looking at it, yes.
It's a towing regulation.
There's a request for a hearing, but I'm reading that it's got to be before the 14th day after the vehicle was removed, is that you have to submit a tow request. The forms are all here. It's 50.
And maybe the fact that you're in custody may toll. I don't know, but I'm not versed on that kind of. And I'm number one, number two. I'm not allowed to even give legal advice, but I don't know. But I can't order them to give you your car back. That would literally be me telling them, "Hey, man, just forget about all the money that you've made by holding the car. Just give the man his property back." I can't do that. I don't have the jurisdiction. Maybe a civil court under certain circumstances may order it back, but you'd have to file a lawsuit. You'd have to file some kind of paperwork.
I'm gonna pray for a miracle.
What I would do, perhaps, can you get on a payment plan with them and say, "Hey, look,
try that." They zero tolerance. I mean, honestly, I
have to understand, because imagine how many times they've probably gotten yanked.
Yeah. I wish.
But theoretically, even if I were to give you a court order now, my guess would they would hire a lawyer, file a motion to quash my order, saying that, hey, he doesn't have the proper jurisdiction to do this, right? And then they may come after you for attorney's fees. My
manager's like, "Hey, man, if you go to order, I'll release your car to you." He understood what happened. He said, "Man, just bring me something. I'll release it to you." I'm like, okay, I'm going to go try.
And, a lot of times they say stuff just to get you out, but I can't. I'm sorry. But like I said, perhaps if you talk with the owner, you may be.
Pause right here. This is one of the most misunderstood moments in court. The judge isn't being heartless. He's drawing a hard jurisdiction line. Criminal court cannot order a private towing company to eat thousands of dollars. That's a civil court issue, not a criminal one. And this is where people get crushed by the system's blind spots. The case may be dismissed, but the financial damage keeps piling up anyway. So here's the real question. Should there be safeguards when someone is cleared?
Be able to negotiate something with them. If you talk with if you talk with someone who has no power to negotiate, you always, if you talk to the right person, if you talk to them at the right time, you may get what you want. So don't go to them at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because they've been working, they're tired, they've probably dealt with a lot of people, all they want to do is go home. But go there first thing in the morning, try to get to the owner and say, hey, look, here's my circumstance, here's the proof, work with me. I want my car back. And I don't know, what do you think? Anything else, Freya?
No, I'll help him out with the tow lot information, and I also have got a copy of HPD's agreement with private tow lots, so that maybe that can help him out.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But, you never know. It doesn't hurt to try. Just keep trying it.
Pray for
Yeah, look.
Yes. Thank you.